Among the great blessings that we have within our parish community is certainly the gift of our young people. Our young people are such an important part of our parish community, and we have so many wonderful young people, and particularly this evening we focus on those of high school age, and they attend many, many different high schools, but they truly bring a special gift to our parish. And during this month of February, we particularly recognize Catholic schools. And this evening, particularly St. Thomas Aquinas, St. James Academy, Bishop Miege, Rockers, St. Teresa's, and Sion. All of those are truly wonderful Catholic schools that provide such a rich source of Catholic education within this metropolitan area. And we're grateful that so many of the students from those various schools are helping with our liturgy this evening as we conclude this month of Catholic School Month. Again, your great blessings, all of the young people. Whether you go to Catholic schools or other schools, you are so very important to our parish community. And so I just want to say I'm grateful for the many ways in which you contribute to the life of our parish, and that our parish hopefully supports you as well in your life as young people, as you grow yourself in a knowledge and love of God and of service to other people. How important you are. This evening in the Gospel, Jesus gives us a great challenge. It's a simple challenge, but a great challenge. And it's one that's very appropriate for this last Sunday before we enter into this time of Lent. Because Jesus says to us, you cannot serve both God and mammon. You can't serve both God and just earthly things. Both of those cannot be God for you. You can only have one God. And so he begins to speak about the fact that we need to have not a split heart, but rather a single heart. Jesus in the Beatitudes says, blessed are the single-hearted, for they shall see God. And there's something about having that single-heartedness of our life, that we don't live with split personalities, we don't live with split lives, but rather there is one integral life that we live. The theme for our Lent this year is return to me with your whole heart. It's that idea that we all need continual conversion. There's always that temptation for us to be duplicitous. There's always that temptation for us to live with a divided heart rather than a single-heartedness of life. And that has to do with our personal relationships with each other as well as that relationship with God. And so the Lord says, return to me with your whole heart, with a wholeness of spirit. And then he goes on and he challenges us about something that is so very human, but it's something that is really non-productive. And so he says, don't worry about things. Don't be anxious. Don't live with great anxiety within your life. And yet the fact of the matter is we do live with a lot of anxiety in our life. We have anxiety and anxiousness about many different things, and we worry about them, and we are concerned about them. And obviously, so many of those things are transitory. So many of those things are really insignificant when you get down to it. And that's what he's talking about. What clothes am I going to wear? Am I really going to be in style? Am I going to be accepted because I have the right things on? Anxiety can worry us about our jobs. But what good has ever come from anxiety? And that's the real question. Who of us has really accomplished anything by our worrying about it? And I can tend to be a worrywart too. So I'm teaching this to myself. But it never changes a thing. The anxiety doesn't make things different. Worrying does not accomplish really anything. And yet we are called to trust. We are called to trust in a God who loves us, who's with us day in and day out. And God doesn't promise everything's going to be easy. God doesn't promise there's no bumps in the road, because there will be bumps in the road. But God promises that He's always with us, that He's going to help us get through anything that comes our way. Yes, even through death itself, that God is there with us. And so He challenges us. Seek first the reign of God within your life. Seek first what is really important, that integrity of heart, that integrity of life. Seek that first, and seek God's righteousness, and other things will come together. Trust in the Lord, for if we have a wholeness of heart, we will have a wholeness of life. If we try to live with a divided heart, with a split heart, we will experience much worry and anxiety and much disappointment. Return to me with your whole heart. That's the invitation that Christ gives each and every one of us.